Welcome to JZ Auto Works. We have a 2012 BMW 328i hardtop convertible. As you can see, it's the coupe. We have a parasitic draw. The battery is draining on us for about 5 days, and then we can no longer start the vehicle. It's got a brand new battery in it. Obviously, something staying on in the vehicle after the car goes to sleep, or supposed to go to sleep. So here we're going to show you how to do a parasitic draw test, and let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
First step for this test, you want to open all the doors, the trunk, and the hood. You want to make sure we have access to all the fuse boxes. Look up service information to find those fuse boxes. There's one in the engine bay, one behind the glove box, and one by the battery. For this test to work, the vehicle has to go to sleep. In order for it to go to sleep, the vehicle has to think all the doors and the hood and the trunk are closed. What we're going to do is trick that by closing the latch. Same thing on the other side of the hood latch. We're going to do the same thing with both doors and the trunk. And now that all your doors and latches are closed, we can go ahead, lock the car. And now all the modules should be going to sleep. Next step is to take your amp probe and your lap scope, and you're going to connect it to one of the wires on the battery. Now if it's on the positive side, if you choose to go that route, you have to make sure all these wires conform into one, and you could get around that one wire. Here we're going to choose the easier side, which is the ground cable. Before you start testing, make sure you zero out your amp probe, then go ahead and connect it to the wire. Right now we're on a 5 amp scale at 50 milliseconds. We do have a draw of 0.37 amps. A known good draw for a completely healthy car with nothing on wants to read 0.05 amps. Because we have all the doors open, we can get access to all the fuse boxes. Now what we want to do is just simply start taking out fuses one by one until it drops down to where we want it. Remember, 0.05 amps or 50 milliamps. And at this point, it would be a great help if you had some help. Hey, Tommy.
Hi.
So he's gonna monitor the scan tool and the readings while we go ahead and start taking out fuse by fuse. We pulled out most of the fuses, but we got to a certain fuse and the amperage dropped down to where we wanted it. It dropped down to 0.02. We put the fuse back. That's number 61 right there. All right, we're gonna double check and make sure this is what's giving us the draw. So we're gonna go ahead, remove it. What's it reading?
0.01.
0.01.
0.02.
So it looks like this is the fuse and the culprit. So let's see what's on this fuse exactly. Here's fuse 61, and there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 modules that are connected to this one fuse. Now we are going to unplug each module individually, one at a time. Let's watch and see which one will drop the amperage. First module that we will be looking at is a comfort access control module. It's located back here in the trunk. We're gonna go ahead and unplug it and then see if our amperage drops or not. Got it unplugged. As you can see, that did absolutely nothing. We're still reading 0.35 amps. All right, since that didn't work, next on the list is the driver's side exterior door handle module, which is located inside behind the panel. And there it is right there. We're gonna unplug that and see if anything happens. Let's go ahead and unplug that. Well, would you look at that? Amperage dropped down to normal spec, 0.07, give or take 0.04. I like that. I like that right there. Now, let's double check and make sure that was it. Plug back in, and there you have it. Our parasitic draw does come back, 0.42, 0.39. And there you go, guys. 2012 BMW 328i exterior driver side door handle is killing the battery. And that's how you do a parasitic draw test.